So what do we do? Who brings out the horn for the first hockey game? Can't do it. Can't do it in this house. Not enough people. Do you know what I was doing now? I was wondering if I can go swimming in Atlantis, take a challenge, be one of the challengers, go to Colombia and get high, have one of my endeavors to discover. Atlantis, 96 count, total of 6. Man screwing man. Challenger, 85, system matrix. It recreates the 23 number. In this number, it represents 1/4 of the thought, and the total of it is 4, which is the M letter is 13. Columbia, spirit of 76, counting for all the odd numbers and all the even numbers, up to 13, including the queen. But it's not talking. It can talk about 7 and 8. If you talk about 7 and 8, sometimes you can bring back the 8 as the ace that connects the two worlds. Because this is part of the Space Center, then we now can connect it, which is only the 8th letter is H for the heavens, right? When we want the 15 ball, we go A and E. Here we have I and A, 1 to 9. The birth and the spirit come together in the two world of love. You are 3 dots, 1 down, 2 up, saying if who you are, you're more than one, there's a life. To cooperate, we all live together, gets a number 4 over here. Wait a second, 8 and 5 is 13, number 4. 7 and 6 is 13, this is supposed to say a 4. Okay, this one, 101. Endeavor, you got 101. Little left, little right, ends up with a 2. 11 would be November. We'd still have 2. Discovery, we made the discovery, the birth inside the rabbit hole, and we gave this number the rabbit hole number. 1/4 or 52 is what the Mayans say. 64 says Zion. 64 says Israel. 4 by 6 is 24, which is the X-Man or Ken as a number or the J letter. And you can find that J letter on the I, the pyramid, next to the numbers of 1776. It's just on the left. It's easy to see. I see them all over the place. Okay? So we have 6 of 4, 4, which is space. It means this island of 4 and this island of 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1, 1. The top of a cube, the bottom of a cube. 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. The 4th corner is in Monopoly, okay, with the 4 train tracks. There's a lot of ways, and it all looks stupid, but everything in life is confusing, and no one said they knew how creation was all about anyways. So whatever I'm doing, I'm implying that there's a shot somewhere in the dark. A bigger shot than throwing something in the air. We were evolutionized robotics. So anyways, when we get to the end of these numbers, 6 and 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 2 is 16, and 5 is 21. Add the 7, you have 28. Why did I mark cafe over here? Why would I make A-F-E, 1, 6, 5, the total count? A-F-E. Because we have the extra C for Columbia, we just called it the cafe or the vitamin C for the group. The initials can also come out to A, C, and E. But you can also look at the next one. It says axed. 2 C's back to back. One gets axed. E-D. A-C-C-E-D. The bottom over here, when we go to the final backdoor initials, S-R, we come out with S-R-A-R-R. Could be star, could be SARS, could be Mars. It could be nothing at all, but it's something because it has numbers that go with it. 74 goes with it. 7 by 4 is the 28 days of every single month that we have a moon. 7 and 4 is 11. 11 and 11. 11 and 28 equal 39, which represents the word 10. It also represents 39 because it took 3 creation of the 9 birth to get into this world. You see, it was -8. It was 808, just like they have in those playing cards, 808. Until the birth came in the world, there was nothing in 9 on the other side, because there was nothing in 8 on this side. Heaven was empty, it didn't have our birth, so the number wasn't there. It's pretty simple. We add the numbers up. It's like doing the Kabbalah from left to right, like playing the piano backwards. Another thing I did want to say, multiply 8 times 432, and then try that note. 8 times 432. Try that in hertz, because I just came up with that. Another thing that we're going to look at over here is that the word Jesus is a 74, and the word time is a 47, and it totals 121, May 1st. The month of flowers. Jesus. He shows the 7th leg, which is over here. He's our other leg. If this was a man, his body here, there would be 1 leg here, 7, and man would be the 9 birth leg. One side of us is the electronic world, the Christ, and the other side of us is us. God never left us. We live in his bubble. This is an electronic world, and whatever you see goes on, I still have that funny feeling he had to stay connected to like NASA and space centers like that in order to bring in what we're living today. Oh my God, I can't believe it's happening. What's happening? Because it's going to be over soon, all this. We just get to see the end rush of what it really looks like when everything's upside down. So we're getting that pill right now. The Mayans weren't wrong. Everybody knows. But anyways, we're just going to get to the last part. NASA, almost like tuna, you know, 1 for 1, 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. NASA. 1 4 5 1 6 19 1 2 6 and 2 2 and 6 6 22 6 NASA. Then over here, what we get, okay, from NASA, if we put the numbers together, okay, the N is the 14th letter, the A is the first letter, total 15, 15. S the 19th letter, A is 1 letter, totals 20. We'll put 20. When it reaches Omega, we can mark them down. The year says 2015. AEOTOAE. I did not figure out what that is. I have no idea. Acetone, acetane, I don't know. But it says this year. So if it shows these numbers, it has to show the end, not the beginning, because it has to show the beginning before to show how it got to the end. And it started probably 500 years ago besides that. So this is part of the setup. 4 corners, 4 diamond corners. Everybody owns a lot in the corner. And then the 4 centers over here. The Christ runs down this way and right through inside you, which is basically, I guess, the heart count. So that Christ 74, if you had to pick it for the day of the year, the number of Christ 74, excuse me, not Christ, Jesus, because Christ is 77. So the 30 and 30 is 60, the 60th day, the 14th day of March. The 14th day of March is that day. If we started from the beginning of the year. If we started from Jesus' birthday, we'd probably go to the 9th of March. So that's why it fluctuates. And do we think these numbers are right or wrong? They're absolutely right. What we do has already been noted. We are being played by our own beings. We change the outcome when the choice is on the side that's overweighted. We get to take the extra weight. Is that the way I could say it, overweighted? We tilt the tides. Raphael 72, 86. So we had that NASA Endeavor 54. Oh, another thing. Yes, I forgot. 5 and 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9. It says the word it. It says the word 29 for the 29th day in February. It just goes on and on. It never stops. And sometimes I do cassettes for an hour and no one understands. It's just, I need a specific question to explain it. I do not know all the numbers. because I really don't know where I'm putting the equation. So I understood we were playing baseball, and he said, okay, I'm going to throw you 7 pitches. He says, within the 7th pitch, he says, something has to happen. So he throws me 6 pitches, and I start to get confused. He says, go sit down. I says, you only threw 6. He says, I pitch until the action pitch, and this is how it works. In baseball, there are 5 action pitches. They will count. There's 2 strikes and 3 balls. The next pitch that is action will be the 6th pitch. There will not be a 7th pitch, and there will be a 7th inning stretch. Raphael 72-86. The difference is the result.